Partake in what? What are we partaking?
The alms offering.
The alms? I don't know what podcast. I'm so confused right now.
Do you... My Band-Aid just got ripped off.
What the?
Fun fact, I ripped my fingernail partially off yesterday. So.
Oh. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 2-Minute Warning Podcast. I'm Andrew, here with Ben, once again, another 2-man pod. Like we said, we figured JJ wouldn't be in for this one. It's wedding week for him. It's crazy. His wedding is in 3 days. Thursday? 3 days.
That's insane.
It's insane. Ben, how do you feel about to have a brother married off? First one in your family, right?
Yeah. It's insane. I was writing my best man speech last night. It's just a surreal feeling, especially since I'm younger than him, so it's like I'm supposed to be next. We'll see about that. No, but I'm super excited. We tried to get Daryl tonight. He would have been great, but that's all right. Daryl's.
He said he might be on next week because I think he's pretty busy. He kind of wants to stay home tonight. He said next week with the World Baseball Classic. Again, Daryl's a big baseball guy, so if that ends, he'll probably come.
We really want him to help with baseball.
Let us know if you want us to put Daryl on this pod next week.
Yeah,
that could definitely.
We'll leave it up to a fan vote.
Fan vote. How you been, Ben?
Oh, I've been great. I've been working away. Work's been slow, but that means that I get to watch a lot of sports. And when I say sports, I mean college basketball. But that's besides the point.
Obviously.
But yeah, there's so much going on.
Very, very opposite for me. I've been very busy at work. Today was a little bit easier, which was nice. Not quite as crazy of a day as the last couple weeks have been. But yeah, it's good though. It's good to be busy at work. It keeps me busy. Yeah. It's been a good time. Ready for some good sports. Ready to get into some big sports. Short week this week is we got like we said. Oh, notification's going off.
Oh, okay.
We got a wedding going this week, so this short week would be a good one.
Yeah.
So jumping right into our top 3. At number 3, there's gonna be 2 things here, but one we'll probably talk about more than the other. That is the NFL. Right now, the NFL trades, the signings, the last 2 guys. If you have not been following, if you have heard nothing about the NFL it's like the free agency window open.
It's called
you are way behind.
Yeah,
so much has happened in the last 48 hours. It is crazy.
Yeah, I thought I was caught up last night, and I looked tonight, and there are so many high-level players that I forgot.
There's so many more. I should go on here and look at it because
there's probably more.
We're gonna miss 10 guys that went somewhere.
Yeah, and there's going to be more that pop up while we're uploading it.
Yes.
It's insane. This is called the legal tampering period. It's where everyone can kind of have a free-for-all. If there's a free agent out there, you're going for him. Yep. So many big ones. Obviously, last time we mentioned some that kind of announced it, but they weren't allowed to process anything yet. So now a lot of those are official. We have even more going on.
Yeah.
One of the first ones that happened right after we ended the last episode was that the Bears traded DJ Moore to the Bills.
That was a crazy one. The Bills,
huge.
Bills feel like they finally have maybe a receiver they can rely on, which is insane for the Bills, which is what they've needed for the past couple years.
Yeah. This one was insane. Huge pickup for the Bills. They traded Moore plus a 5th to the Bills for only a 2nd-round pick, which I thought was interesting. But whatever, Bears looking for something new. And that's interesting for them. I think they need a high-level wide receiver for Caleb. So we'll see how they adapt to that. Another big one, obviously not a big name maybe, but a big signing is the Chargers signed a new center, a starting center, Tyler
Bidas. I don't know how to say his name. Yeah.
But that's huge. He was 11th of the 42 centers. They got good minutes last year, so he's a good solid center for them. And then if you want to take us down the next one and your thoughts on that.
The Raiders releasing Geno. Raiders released Geno Smith. That's very... I mean, you saw it coming. You know who they're going to draft. It opens up their cap space a little bit. I feel like everything they've done so far in this free agency window is setting them up to draft Fernando Mendoza, signing Tyler Linderbaum. Good center there for the Raiders. The Raiders got a lot of players in. They got into Kobe Dean from the Eagles, player there that my wife loved. Sorry, babe, about that. The Raiders are loading up like crazy. There's a lot more. We'll have to get a couple more. But starting on the offensive side, I think with releasing Geno, with signing Linderbaum, this solidifies they are getting Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah.
I mean, it was obvious already, but they're setting up for it, which is impressive.
Yeah, they're in go mode, which kind of surprised me. I thought maybe they'd use this as a rebuild year.
Also got Jalen Naylor, another receiver.
Right, not as much of a full reload. Like, hey, we're going for maybe even a playoff berth, which is kind of crazy. Which is good to see. That's fine. So I think I have faith in that. Obviously, Tom Brady is a minority owner there. I think they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Then the next huge one, the Ravens traded for Crosby.
Max Crosby.
Max Crosby goes to the Raiders. The Ravens. And then the Raiders receive this year's 14th overall pick and then next year's first-round pick. This one is huge. Obviously, it's huge because the Raiders had a huge falling apart with him.
Yeah.
And then the Ravens got a key piece on defense that they've needed so bad.
Yeah, this is finally feel like that. Yeah, that Ravens team, exactly what they need. They've been working around Lamar for a long time and putting everything about Lamar and Henry. But this feels like a piece that they can really bring a team together, put them over the hump. They're always right there, but they've needed a player for a while that can get over the hump. But not just on offense, because they have good offensive pieces. They always have.
Yeah.
For sure, with Lamar, you're going to have a good offense because he's such a good quarterback. Yeah. But to see them doing this on defense is very impressive.
Yeah, and it's about time that they did. So.
Tell me about the next one, Ben, how sad you are about that.
Well, first, I just wanted to mention the Cowboys were pursuing Max Crosby, which I thought was so ironic.
Yeah.
They only wanted to give up a first and second round pick. And, obviously the whole deal with their owner being like, hey, we just need one high caliber defensive player. If only you had a high caliber defensive player.
Micah Parsons or something.
Someone like Micah Parsons.
I love making that joke. I hate the Cowboys. It's the best joke of all time.
Yes. Obviously, the big news for us locals here, Mike Evans has sadly passed to a different team.
Whoa, don't scare me like that, Ben.
He explored free agency, and the 49ers swooped in and got him.
Yeah. Skip that next one, then we'll...
I'm sad about Mike Evans, obviously, but I think a lot of Buccaneers fans saw it coming. We didn't get rid of Todd Bowles, and that was one of the biggest problems. Mike Evans has been... Last year, his injuries he just fell apart. It fell apart. We've been drafting good wide receivers. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely does. It feels like Mike Evans kind of... I don't know if I want to say he's been on the out for a while, but like you said, the last couple drafts, you've got good young wide receivers. Yeah. Mike Evans is, I still think, a phenomenal wide receiver, but he's getting to that age where you're a receiver that it feels like when you get up there, about where he has injury... You're injury prone as a receiver because you're doing so much. Your quick movements, everything.
Yeah.
And so, I think it's a good... I think it would be a good thing for both sides. I think 49ers needing another big receiver since they lost Ayuk. They have obviously Kittle and McCaffrey, but giving them a solidified number one on the outside is big for them. Yeah,
and honestly, I don't even know if he'll be number one. It's going to be between him and Pearsall because Pearsall's been doing good as well. In my opinion, it's going to be whoever's healthy, and there's a slim chance they're both healthy at the same time.
That would be having two guys like that could be very, very good.
I hope that they both stay healthy. Yeah. That's all I hope for.
Dolphins sending everybody out. They released Tua. We'll talk about where he went later, just for reasons you'll find out. Yeah. They also trade Micah Fitzpatrick to the Jets, which was very surprising to me. I think more on the Jets side, they feel like a seller like crazy. I guess this isn't a huge name, but even them getting Minka did surprise me a little bit. Maybe they'll get a turnover, though.
Right.
Maybe they'll get an interception
Maybe they can finally get an interception. Minka is a very good player on the defensive side. So that is an interesting trade. Dolphins, obviously, in full rebuild mode at this point. I don't know what they're doing. That's beyond me. They traded him away. And then another one that kind of surprised me but kind of makes sense is that the Chiefs are kind of reloading this year.
A little bit.
They signed Kelsey again for another year for a lot of money. I forget what the price tag was, but I was surprised for a veteran tight end like him to be signed that much.
They also got Kenneth Walker.
Right, Kenneth Walker.
I was very surprised.
Very surprising.
But it's that whole Super Bowl paycheck. You have a ton of players that are free agents after Super Bowl, and they're going to demand high money. You just want a Super Bowl with that team. They're going to do that. So they obviously had to let it go somewhere. Him going to the Chiefs surprised me a lot because, like I said last episode, it feels like that Patrick Mahomes time on those 2 episodes ago where they might dip a little bit, but signing a guy like Walker to help out Mahomes might put them right back at the top.
Right, so maybe next year, but they keep signing all these guys, so it's very interesting. My computer just closed. Yeah, but like I said, Kelsey returning, getting Kenneth Walker. I guess they're trying to do something. I'm really curious who their main quarterback is going to be next year. That'll be really interesting to see. I can see them going to the draft. Jalen Naylor signed by the Raiders. That's another good signing for the Raiders. And then Malik Willis signs with the Dolphins. I forget what his price tag was too, but that was another insane one.
Yeah, he got a big bag. I know that. Yeah, you're looking that up.
Yeah. 3 years, $67.5 million.
He made so much money this last year with Jordan Love going down because Malik Willis was the guy I liked out of college. I was maybe hoping the Commanders would get him or something. But first couple of years he did not play well.
No.
And he was back for the Packers last year after Love went down. He led them to a couple wins and looked really, really good. I like Willis. I think he's a big body. He has a great arm. I think he is a good quarterback for the NFL. So to see him do that and be a starter next year will be very interesting to see how he does. We
will see also because he probably won't have that many high caliber wide receivers. So we'll see what he's really made of. Also see him struggle a little bit. The entire reason that the Chiefs signed Kenneth Walker in the first place was that because Isaiah Pacheco was a free agent. Pacheco signs with the Lions in the absence of Montgomery. So now the Lions have their two-man running back duo, and they kind of have Pacheco, that pounding guy, and then they have Gibbs, that all-star. So that was a good signing for them, I believe. And then my Bucks got another running back. We lost the veteran. What's his name? I forget his name.
I know who you mean.
He's just getting older. I think he's
White.
gonna. Yes.
White.
Yes. So we signed Kenneth Gainwell from the Steelers. Obviously, there's so many names flying around. I can't even remember anything.
Quick fact about Kenneth Gainwell: did you know he has an acai bowl place downtown?
Yes,
I've
been to
there. It's really good.
Yes.
Actually. Just I don't know. I always think about that when I think about Kenneth.
Shout out Kenneth Gainwell. Yeah, dude. Now he's gonna be down here.
Oh, dude,
we're gonna go see Kenneth Gainwell. Yeah. So that's good for them. Obviously, another backup for Bucky if he happens to get injured again. And then another huge running back signing. The Saints go in and snatch up ETN
Travis
from the
Etienne
Jags.
from the Jags.
This is really interesting.
I like this for the Saints. I really do. I know they have Kamara. I think that what brings up the biggest question of this is where's Kamara go now?
Right.
Like, he's probably not going to stay in New Orleans. But the last couple years with Kamara, it felt like the Saints, he was never healthy. Like, they couldn't get consistent at all. Etienne has been healthy. He takes care of the ball. Mm-hmm. I'd like Etienne a lot for this team because they're still, like, they're getting better, but they're still in rebuild mode, and have a running back that's constantly hurt and you can't rely on. It's very hard to do it that way. Getting Etienne, I think, is a very big... Kamara, maybe at his peak, might be a little bit better, but the consistency Etienne is going to bring to the Saints team, I think they will love.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, another big running back signing, Rico Dowdle, got signed by the Steelers. Steelers are kind of pulling in a couple really good guys. They also got Michael Pittman from the Colts. And the biggest question now, Steelers, is Rodgers coming back?
Yes.
Like, if Rodgers comes back, this team could be very good because now they have a very, very good running back in Rico Dowdle. They have Jalen Warren, was Warren? What's his first name?
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, it's
Jaron Warren.
I think it's Jalen.
Jalen Warren. I don't know. It's
Jalen.
something Warren. So two very good running backs. And now to pair Michael Pittman with DK Metcalf is huge. It felt like on the outside. I mean, they had Freiermuth, which was good, but you pretty much could zone in on DK Metcalf and be fine. Now to have Michael Pittman over there, this could actually be a very good offense next year, which would be very, very exciting to see from the Steelers.
Yeah, I'd love them to see it, to pick up a good tight end in the draft this year. But this is definitely crazy. And also they have Howard from. Is it Will Howard?
Backup quarterback?
Yeah.
Will
Howard. Yeah, they have him, and I like him. I think he's a good quarterback. He's an NFL talent quarterback. So I'm not worried. Although Aaron Rodgers is rumored to be coming back. Yeah. So we'll see. And I skipped over it. Speaking of Colts wide receivers, huge for them. Last episode, we mentioned Alec Pierce is probably going to leave. Well, no, they actually reached a deal. And he is now, if I'm correct, the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL per year. That's insane. Obviously, they see something in him that they like. I think we all do. But,
very, very good downfield receiver.
But that's a lot of money.
But
a lot of money.
Yeah, it was definitely either the Pittman or the Pierce. Like, you can't pay both of them.
Sure.
So they went with Pierce, which I don't know if I agree with. I think I like Pittman a little bit better. But they apparently didn't. They like Pierce.
4 years for $116 million. That's a quarterback tag.
Yeah.
That's insane. And then some of these little signings here, if you want to go over some of them.
One bigger one on the defensive side, Jalen Phillips going from the Eagles to the Panthers. The Eagles kind of sent out a lot of names. Another one they did, Reed Blankenship to the Texans. They sent on a lot of defensive players. I mentioned before, Nakobe Dean to the Raiders. Yeah, kind of a couple big defensive names there for the Eagles that they sent out. I'm trying to look at any other ones that are kind of bigger names. I'm just gonna pull up. See where it's at right now. I think Fant went to the Seahawks. You have any other names you want to talk about there, Ben?
Jalen Phillips goes to the Panthers. That's a good one. Fant. Not a ton notable.
There's a lot more. The problem with this one is there were so many. It's so hard to keep track with everybody because the amount of players that kept popping up that they went different places was absolutely insane. I'm pulling up. Dawson Knox got re-signed by the Bills. Much before they got DJ Moore. Let's see any of the big ones there.
Sky Moore goes to the Packers.
Geno, the Jets. I didn't even see that. Geno Smith got signed by the Jets.
I didn't even see that.
I did not see it. He got traded to the Jets.
Huh?
I thought they released him.
Geno Smith was released.
QB Geno Smith being acquired in a trade with the Las Vegas Raiders along with a 2026 7th-round pick.
Okay.
Cool.
Sure.
Breece Hall got franchise tagged by the Jets, so they're keeping him there, which is fun to see.
Shout out Ryan Wright, the punter, getting $14 million. That's cool.
There's another punter that got Jordan Stout got signed by the Giants for a big. There's a couple big punters today, which was interesting to see. That doesn't happen a ton to see a bunch of punters. There's so many names. Do we talk about? We talked about David Montgomery last time, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, we're trying to catch up with all this because I looked at this a couple hours ago, and there's so many new names in this free agent market. Just hang tight with us here, see if we could find any people. Mitch Trubisky to the Titans. Interesting. Wan'Dale Robinson, good wide receiver from the New York Giants, also got signed by the Titans. Just a couple. A very solid receiver. J.K. Dobbins was maybe rumored to move from the Broncos. He did sign an extension with the Broncos. The Raiders. Just look at Jalen Naylor, Tyler Linderbaum, Kwity Paye, Nakobe Dean, Quay Walker, a linebacker, which I love, Teron Jones, Eric Stokes. They signed kicker Matt Gay as well. So the Raiders are actually kind of going for it. Is fun to see. Got any other names you find over there, Ben?
No, not really.
Not really.
I'm excited for this draft.
I forgot about this one. Also, another one from the Giants. Big signing by the Giants. Isaiah Likely, tight end from Baltimore, is now in New York.
Yeah.
We still re-signed. The Commanders re-signed Laramie Tunsil. Where did Algier go? Falcons. I remember he went somewhere. Where was it?
I have no idea.
Where did Algier? No.
What's his name?
Teddy Bridgewater signed with the Lions.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that just happened.
That's our backup.
So, backup. Yep.
I wonder if we're going to draft a quarterback. That'd be kind of crazy. Maybe we'll get Kyler Murray.
Falcons signed John Dotson.
Yes.
Formerly on the Eagles.
Yes.
Saw that. Yep. Panthers signed Kenny Pickett. Interesting. I didn't even see that.
Pickett. I didn't know he was still in the league.
Yeah.
I thought he was in the CFL.
All right. That's probably a
there's going to be more that pop up.
There will be
that
more.
We're missing.
Keep an eye out. Yeah.
But I'm just so interested in this because this changes the draft prospects so much.
One more.
Another one.
Trent McDuffie. We talked about last time that got released by the Chiefs, signed by the Rams.
Another one.
Yeah.
Shout out Rams.
Yeah, shout out Rams.
They haven't been doing much. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, obviously the Saints aren't going to draft Love anymore, Jeremiah Love. So that's an interesting situation. Some of these teams that picked up guys that we thought were going to go to them in the draft is definitely going to shake up the big boards now. So I'm really curious. Guys, you need to make sure Andrew stays accountable. He's going to make us a mock draft for the NFL.
I will.
Couple rounds?
I'll probably do the first round. Probably.
Sure.
We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. But most likely, after the first round, there's so many trades and stuff that go on after that. I really want to throw at least one or two trades in the first round just to have fun with it.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah. So much NFL news.
Yeah. Yep.
so much.
Another thing that we can move on from NFL. That's a lot of news, a lot of players moving around. You're gonna have to familiarize yourself with some names this upcoming season. Another really, really fun thing this weekend, guys, the Players' Championship in golf is this weekend. One of the funnest tournaments is always known as like the fifth major. It's not actually a major, but it's one of the funnest tournaments of the year. It's at TPC Sawgrass here in Florida. I almost went. I really, really wanted to. Couldn't quite swing it. I have a couple friends that are going, but one of the best courses on the tour. It's always so fun watching this tournament. I'm just going over, I just want to talk about the favorites. So right now going into this tournament, obviously Scotty Scheffler's at the top. Rory McIlroy is number 2. That they're always your top 2 guys going into tournaments. Tommy Fleetwood is actually number 3 right now in the betting odds. Russell Henley would be 4. Ben Griffin 5. Matt Fitzpatrick 6, and McIntyre's your 7. That's kind of a couple of your top guys going into this tournament. Not a whole lot. Again, I feel like with golf, it's more of a review type thing than a actual preview because it's kind of hard to talk about. Yeah, this guy's gonna hit golf shots and do that. But I just want to throw it out there. Just be aware. It's good, really good golf tournament going this weekend. One of my favorite ones to watch. Ben, will you be watching any golf this weekend? Probably not. You're watching basketball.
This is gonna be one of the busiest weekends of my life.
That's true. I always forget. I don't know how many times I forgot JJ's. Not forgot, but just like not think about it's JJ's wedding this weekend.
Like he's actually getting married.
He's actually getting married. It's wild.
Yeah, no, I will be if I have any free time, it'll be spent watching basketball. So.
Yeah, so unfortunate. Yep. I'll definitely tune in at least some to this tournament. I love this tournament.
Yeah, no, this is a fun tournament, and is this the one that's in Lakeland or whatever? It's close to us.
It's like
close-ish.
4.5.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
It's in Florida.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I am familiar with this one. Obviously, the next few weeks from now is going to be in Tampa. So a couple local tournaments that I tune into.
Yeah, exactly. All right, moving on to our number 2 thing is basketball. I actually gave Ben the opportunity to put this at 1. I put it at 1. He's like, "Oh, we should probably switch to." I was like, "Oh, wow, Ben, must not be much happening."
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. It's like a giant bell curve, and we're like nearing the top, but next week is the top. So I was like, you know what? Baseball Classic is awesome. I've been tuned into that too. Let's just do that number 1, and then next week when the actual bracket comes out, we'll do that.
See, I said that the other way because I have the finals of the MLB's or World Baseball Classic is next week.
Well, we know who's gonna win that.
Obviously.
Maybe we'll have to do a tie next week or like 2 number 1s.
No, you can't do that.
Whatever.
It's March Madness. It has to.
Whatever.
Obviously. We'll see how the tournament goes, and then we can decide.
If USA loses, then it'll have to be.
We may not talk about it at all.
Yeah. They won't lose though. Anyway, basketball. Yes. So in college basketball, today is the start of the Power 5 conference tournaments. So this past week is why it wasn't quite as good because it was just some of the smaller conferences. So real quick, I'll read you these are the teams that have already punched their ticket to the national tournament. The March Madness tournament. And honestly, I don't even know what some of these teams are. So in the ASUN conference, Queens has clinched. Queens, Charlotte. Funny thing about them, next year, they're not going to have a team. What? This is their last year. They're joining with Elon into one team. So this is their first and last berth in the NCAA
so cool.
tournament.
I love that.
Yeah. So watch out for them. They could be fun as an upset. In the Big South tournament, High Point University won. They've been a powerhouse all year. That's good to see. In the Valley, Missouri Valley, the University of Northern Illinois is the champion. And then for the Northeast Conference, first-timer Long Island University, the Sharks. Have you seen their little thing where they do? They go, whenever there's a free throw, they go, fins up. It's the funniest thing ever, and that's their whole thing. So that'll be fun to watch. LIU. And then in the, what is this? Ohio Valley Conference, TSU. And once again, I don't know what that college is. TSU got in, so they'll be probably a 16 seed. They'll get blown out by 50 points. And then in the Summit League, we know them well from college football, North Dakota State University. Yep. The Buffaloes, they made it to the tournament this year. And in the Sun Belt, Troy. Troy has been so good all year. I'm excited to watch them. They'll probably be a 12 or 13 seed. I would love to watch them get a win over one of them 5 seeds or something. Fun. That'll be awesome. Yeah. And then currently, some championship games going on right now. What is it? What did I say? The CAA conference and the WAC, I think. Wow. A couple of those games. I believe
Swack and the Whack.
No, not that. FIU and MOST, and then what is this team? Detroit Mercy Titans versus Wright State Raiders. That's a good one. That is the Horizon League, yes. So the Horizon champion will be decided tonight. A couple other games. So, yeah, a lot of these mid-major programs are getting into the tournament. That's always awesome to watch. A huge game yesterday in one of these playoffs was Navy versus Boston U. Navy has been a powerhouse all year in this conference. They went, if I can read this, I don't see their record in conference. I'm pretty sure it was undefeated. They were the best team by far in the conference. And then in the Patriot League semifinal, Boston U beats them on a half-court buzzer beater to win and move on to the final.
That's
insane. They didn't end up winning the tournament, obviously, but still, knocking off Navy, the powerhouse, was insane.
Mm-hmm.
Half-court buzzer beater, obviously, it's March. It's madness. That was awesome to watch. Real quick, briefly, some results from this afternoon. SMU beats Syracuse to remain in the last 4 in. So as long as they keep winning, they need one more win. Then they'll probably get in the tournament. But if they lose, they'll probably be out. So that's huge. SMU is on that bubble. Cincinnati beat Utah. Cincinnati started the year horrible, but they've been on the incline literally the entire second half of the year. They've been on huge win streaks. They beat, I think, Kansas and I think BYU. Crazy for them. They need at least 2 more wins this week, though, to go to the tournament. So watch out for Cincinnati. I believe... Oh, yes. So Stanford was on the bubble, but then they lost to the last seed in the ACC, Pitt.
That's tough.
So they're out. Right now, Virginia Tech would be on the bubble for ACC if they beat Wake Forest. So watch out for Virginia Tech. They used to be so good, but recently they've been on down
36-29 in the first half.
Are they? Okay, see, that's another interesting one because if they don't, then maybe Wake Forest might be on the bubble. So a lot of shake-up in the ACC. And then a couple other games that are going on right now. BYU, Kansas State. BYU is unranked in the last poll. Not many big games. This is just the bottom seeds working up. Big news for the ACC. Like I said, the bottom team's working up. Penn State is playing, Northwestern. How'd that game go in football?
I don't talk about it.
Right.
Why'd you even make that, man?
I'm sorry. No, ACC, Duke is down 2 of their starters. This happened again the same way last year. They were down Cooper and someone else. They lost. They still had a number 1 seed. I'm not worried about that. It just sucks because they won't be winning the conference tournament that way. So that's something to know. Do we want to go over briefly the favorites to win each conference?
Yeah, I like it.
Let's do that. College basketball favorites.
Great podcasting here, pulling up stuff. We're kind of doing that whole pod. That's okay. It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine. We're just winging it.
Exactly.
We're just winging it.
I love it.
In the Big East, obviously UConn is a heavy favorite. St. John's is at plus 190. I would love to see UConn lose. In the SEC, Florida is a heavy favorite at minus 180. The next closest is Arkansas at plus 600. I would say Arkansas and Alabama are probably the best bets besides Florida. In the American Conference, South Florida, another heavy favorite. Tulsa and Wichita State are right there, though. USF probably needs to win their tournament to get a good seed. If they don't win their tournament, they could fall either to the bubble or out. I won't go over that one or that one. Oh, why don't they have the Big 12 or Big 10?
They don't have that on there?
What? Why don't they have it? That's weird. If you could pull that up, that'd be great.
I'll try.
I don't know why that's not... Okay, I apologize for that. So a really interesting one here is that in the MAC, the big story is Miami of Ohio, 31-0. They are currently plus 230 to win the tournament. Akron, Ohio is currently the favorite to win the MAC tournament, which, if I'm being honest, I think that's probably a good bet. Because Akron has been a very good team. They've been very close to beating Ohio. And at this point, Miami Ohio is probably a lock, so they don't need to win. But still, that's insane. Being 31-0 and still not being favored to win your conference tournament.
Looking for the Big E. No, not the Big East.
I'm looking for the Big 10 and Big 12.
Yeah, they're not here. What the world?
I don't know why they don't have those.
What are you on right now?
I'm on FanDuel.
Yeah, that's what I'm on.
That's
What?
so strange.
Sorry, guys. That's weird.
This is not our fault. This is their fault.
Yeah, guys, FanDuel's the worst. Never ever
Come on,
place bets
FanDuel.
anywhere.
We do not condone sports betting.
Obviously not. Obviously not on FanDuel.
Well, I can just tell you right away. Obviously, in the ACC, favorite is probably Duke. Or if you want to swing North Carolina, I can see that too. Maybe Miami. Well, Big 12 is going to be heavy for Arizona, but then right there is going to be Arizona State, Iowa State. I'm sorry, not Arizona State. They said Iowa State, maybe BYU a little bit, probably not though. And Kansas. Those three are going to be right there, but I would bet Arizona. And then Big 10 is most likely going to be Michigan, but I would say that Purdue and Illinois are probably right there. Nebraska, maybe I'd give them a shot. And Michigan State. So that's going to be, I think that, Big 10 is probably going to be a really good tournament.
Yeah.
As it always is. But Michigan would probably be the favorite right now. Lots of good tournaments coming up. You're going to see a large uptick. Thank you. Uptick in games. Obviously, the last tournament games are going to be Saturday, and then Selection Sunday this week, guys. Selection Sunday.
Just real quick.
Yes.
In the Big 12, found some odds here.
Okay.
Big 12, your favorite is Arizona at
Yes.
plus 100. Houston is plus 220. Iowa State plus 725. Kansas plus 850. And then it really drops off to Texas Tech at plus 1700. Who else do you want to know? I just find the Big East and the Big West. There's not really a Big 10.
That's fine. I'm interested. I'm curious. You said Arizona's plus 100?
Arizona?
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting. I thought they'd be minus money. Okay. That would be a safe bet, guys.
That's on... Sorry.
I wonder if Hard Rock has anything.
FanDuel at plus 105.
Huh.
To win.
That's interesting.
They're not anywhere minus money. DraftKings are plus 100 as well.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, hey, the more you know. The more you know.
Yes. For some reason, nobody has the Big Ten. I cannot find the Big Ten anywhere. What are you looking up there, Ben?
I'm just looking at
Big Sky, Big
Conference
South,
champions. But I don't see.
Yeah.
To make Final Four conference tournaments. Oh, okay. So Duke is minus 350, which makes sense. And Virginia is number 2 at plus 700 for that conference. Mm-hmm. Big 10, Michigan is minus 125, and then it is Illinois, Michigan State, Purdue, Nebraska, which is about what I figured.
Yep.
And then we already mentioned the rest.
Yep.
So, all right, that makes much more sense. Like I said, Selection Sunday is this coming Sunday. Obviously, is always so exciting. Never mind. Sorry, guys. Little dilemma there. And this is a great time to plug our bracket group.
Yes.
Have you joined it yet?
I have. I'm in there.
Okay.
I'm in it.
Guys,
join the bracket group.
We're doing our own bracket group, obviously, 2-minute warning group. I can send you the link if you're not on Instagram. Just text one of us. We'll get you the link or leave a comment or something. But this week only, until Selection Sunday, until the bracket comes out, you have the opportunity to get 2 brackets in the group. Once the bracket is out, slice, no more, 1 bracket. So get in while you can. I'm already in. I got 2 brackets. A couple others are in. I think Darrell is in.
Darrell's in. I think
Darrell's in
too.
Darrell might be in. A couple of you guys are in already, so shout out, thank you to you. This is your chance. Get in now while you can.
Yep.
It's going to be so much fun.
Get in the bracket. It's going to be so fun.
Are you going to make a prize?
We should make a prize.
Guys,
we'll make a prize. We'll figure out a prize. We'll give the winner something.
We will have a prize.
You'll get something.
Yes.
There'll be some sort of prize.
Maybe
Comment if you guys think of a good prize. We can give it out.
Maybe like a mediocre autographed basketball card.
There you go.
Like from a former legend of NCAA tournament.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, we'll get something.
We'll figure something out and let you guys know what the prize is. Yep. Yes, there will be a prize. We're going to say there will be a prize. There has to be. You can't just... Nobody does this for fun or for pride. It's so lame.
Come on, guys.
Yes, there will be a prize.
Definitely. All right. And then briefly for the NBA, not much is going on.
Yep, go for it.
But I don't know if I said this last time, but this point in the year, every game counts. Yes. This is really important for every single game that's going on. There is not much wiggle room between standings. Currently, the Celtics are number 2 in the East, 2.5 games back from the Pistons. So, a couple of these games swing, but it looks like a two-man race there. And then it's a two-man race in the West. Timberwolves are 10 games back from the Spurs. Spurs are 3 games back from the Thunder. Thunder and Spurs are dueling it out. But, hey, you lose a couple games and you slide to second place. That's the difference between playing Steph Curry and Scoot Henderson. So that's a huge there. You do not want to play Steph Curry if he comes back. He's on that bubble team. But yeah, like I said, not much going on. Obviously, like I said, injuries are still kind of big. Steph Curry is still out. I don't know if he'll be back anytime soon, but if he does, they could be a fun team to watch in the playoffs. Steph Curry really needs help. He needs help a lot. They signed Kristaps Porzingis in the offseason or in the trade deadline. He has a mysterious disease. No one knows what it is. Whatever. Another big injury that just happened. Tyrese Maxey had a scary fall the other night, and he sprained or tore something, like a tendon in his pinky. And he'll be out 3 weeks with that. So that's huge for them. Obviously, that'll probably take them close to the playoffs, especially for that playoff push. That sucks. Jason Tatum's back. That's
crazy. That's insane. I did see that. That is crazy. He's back.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It is really scary because he's going to be really good. I don't know who his doctor is, but hey, if I ever tear my Achilles or ACL, I know where I'm going.
I need you.
He did really good. Jason Tatum is back and healthy. He started the first half of his first game at 0 for 10 or something, but then he finished the game with, if I'm correctly reading this, 15 points, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists, a near triple-double. That's scary. Mm-hmm. That's terrifying. And then a funny story was Dylan Brooks was arrested for a DUI. Dylan Brooks, obviously the villain of the league. That was hilarious. The body cam footage was absolutely hilarious. Dylan Brooks was clowning the cops driving. It's a whole story. But yeah, like I said, not a ton going on besides every game matters. Every game is important. Every game could be the difference between the seed or the other playing Steph Curry or Dylan Brooks. So huge storylines in the NBA continuing to build. I think that's all for basketball, unless you have anything else.
Nope, that's all. That's all we got.
I think we're good.
All right, moving on to our number one thing. It is the World Baseball Classic. Guys, we are almost through pool play. USA has one more game tonight at 9 o'clock to finish pool play. It has been absolutely incredible so far. This tournament, I believe, so far has lived up to everything you talked about. Obviously, pool play isn't nearly as good because in most pools, you kind of know who's gonna be there, who's gonna finish on top. But it still has been very, very exciting. I just want to go over right now the standings currently. Actually, let me pull something real quick.
Excuse me.
Ben, have you watched World Baseball Classic? You said you were locked in.
Buddy.
Come on now.
I've been watching every USA game that I can. I think, I've watched every one. Yeah. I've enjoyed watching Puerto Rico as well. They're really fun to watch. And then last night I was watching some of the, obviously Mexico versus USA, but also the other game that was also on during that time. I forget. I think it was Puerto Rico.
It was the Puerto Rico Nicaragua game, I think
it was. Yeah. But no, I've been tuned in. This has been so much fun.
Yeah. Ben watched baseball. Look at this guy.
Okay, guys, I watch baseball.
Look at this guy.
I just don't follow it as close as others.
Yeah. I just want to go over the standings a little bit. In Pool A, Puerto Rico has already moved on. They are 3-0. They are playing currently against Canada. Puerto Rico leads 1-0 in that game. Cuba is sitting at second in the pool at 2-1. Canada is sitting third at 1-1. So it's basically between those two teams for the last spot. So how pools work, there's 5 teams in the pool. Top 2 teams move on to the quarterfinals. So it's between Cuba and Canada basically for that last spot. Like I said, Canada is currently playing Puerto Rico for that last spot. And I believe Cuba plays Canada tomorrow for that last spot. So it's going to come down to tomorrow. Canada doesn't have to win tonight. It doesn't really matter because if they win tomorrow, they'll be 2-2 and have the tiebreaker. So that pool will come down to tomorrow night, Canada versus Cuba. The winner of that game will be the second. We'll finish second in that pool and move on. In Pool C, the Pool C is already decided. Japan and Korea move on. Japan went 4-0. They dominated. Shohei Ohtani looked incredible. He had a grand slam in the first game. Korea has always been... Korea has always been very, very good. and they almost beat Japan. Got close. I think they lost like 8-6. It was a good game. But the game of the tournament was, I believe, Korea and Australia's last game. So going into this game, Korea was what were they?
1-2.
Korea was 1-2. No. Shoot, yes, Korea was 1-2 and Australia was 2-1. So, oh come on, let me think how this was. Sorry, I'm blanking. My bad. Okay,
yeah.
Sorry.
Winner goes.
So,
winner or
no.
If
This is how it works. This is how it works. So Australia already had 2 wins. Chinese Taipei was already 2-2. So there was actually a 3-way tie. I believe Chinese Taipei beat Korea. Korea beat Australia. Australia beat Chinese Taipei. So Korea had to win this game to make it a 3-way tie, albeit 2-2. Korea had to win the game by 5 to move on. Mm-hmm. That's what gave them the tiebreaker to win by 5. If Australia kept the game within 5, if they lost by 4 or less, Australia moves on. Yep. So Australia didn't have to win this game. They just had to lose by 4 or less. Okay? So go fast forward all that into, I believe it was the top of the 8th inning. Okay? Australia trails by 5. They were trailing by 5. Yep. So obviously they need one. I believe it was 6-1. So trailing by 5. Bottom of the 8th inning, you're trailing 6-1, and they get a base hit. If nobody knows what happened, they're so confused because Australia's like going crazy. Yeah. Because they scored a run and brought it within 4. They were down by, made it 6-2 within 4. So go to the top of the 9th. All Australia has to do is hold Korea. Hold Korea, they move on. Korea gets a run in the top of the 9th, puts it back up 5. They close it out, and Korea moves on over Australia. That's what's crazy about this tournament. I think this happened last year too. There's like 3 teams at 2-2. Runs matter like crazy in this tournament. Australia got so close. They played very, very well. I was very impressed with Australia in this tournament. But Korea and Japan, the favorites in that pool, did move on. Yeah. In Pool D is already decided. Venezuela and the Dominican Republic, both 3-0. Both looking absolutely incredible. The Dominican have been absolutely insane. Tatis has played out of his mind. He had a grand slam last night. And those are the two by far the best teams in that pool. It was never really close. They play each other tomorrow night. The winner will have first in that pool. Loser will have second. It's not a huge deal. It matters then who you play. But you know you want that 1 seed. Dominican is maybe the best team in this tournament next to the USA. And then in Pool B, the USA's pool, that is the only one that no team has decided yet. Nobody has moved on yet. Every other pool has at least 1 team already decided. Pool B has not. So USA is 3-0. We won our first game. What was the score in our first game? I have it right now.
9-1 to Britain.
Brazil.
Oh, 15-5.
15-5. So first game was 15-5 against Brazil. Pretty dominant. Aaron Judge hit a 2-run home run in the first inning. That got us going early on. And in the bottom of the first batter that Logan Webb faced, he gave up a solo home run to Luis Ramirez. And Luis Ramirez is actually the son of Manny Ramirez. If you guys know Manny Ramirez, he's a very, very good player for the Boston Red Sox for a while. So that's how the game started. Like, Judge hits a 2-run home run in the first, and then Webb gives up a bomb after that. After that, they kind of settled in, and a ton of walks by the Brazil squad kind of let the USA run away with it, and they finished it off 15-5. In the second game, they won 9-1 against Great Britain. And once again, the first pitch of the game this time was a fastball upper half that got hit out. Tariq was just like throw a fastball to play, and it was a home run, so you got to be kidding. We're down 1-0 already. Tariq did not give up another hit. It's the only run the Great Britain would score, won 9-1. It was tied at 1 in the 5th, and then Kyle Schwarber hit a massive, just towering 2-run home run. Nuke off the bat, knew it, and that gave us a 3-1 lead. Never really looked back. Shout out Gunnar Henderson, had a great game. He had 4 hits in this one. It's actually the only game he's played so far. I think he's in the starting lineup, so I have to look at that. But having a guy like Gunnar Henderson be a backup is crazy in this tournament. I still can't believe that a guy who pulled off the bench gets 4 hits.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, did you watch these 2 games? What did you think about them?
Well, obviously the one we were at the soccer game. Shout out Sarasota Paradise.
Yes, Sarasota Paradise, first ever game. Sarasota, we were there, which was awesome.
Yep. So I didn't get a lot of eyes on that one, but Brazil I did watch a lot. It was just boring because it just kept walking us and walking us. Yeah. I was like, guys, come on. High scoring, but it was a little boring. Yeah. And then Mexico USA I did watch a lot because Paul Skeens was pitching.
Dude, Paul Skeens was pitching.
And when Paul Skeens is pitching, you watch.
Yes, you do.
And then when he stopped pitching, I was like, why do we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did beat Mexico 5-3. We went up 5-0 in the third inning on a 2-run home run by Judge. Judge playing absolutely incredible. And then a young guy, Roman Anthony, hit a 3-run home run in the same inning. That's the only runs we would score in the entire game was all in the third inning. Went up 5-0. Skeens on the mound. Pitched 4 innings. Only allowed 1 hit. Had 7 strikeouts. There was an error by Turang, but I think he only allowed like 3 base runners. I think there was 1 walk as well. So absolutely dominant by Skeens. But when he did get pulled, Mexico did start coming back. Jaron Duran hit 2 home runs to pull Mexico within 2. But we were able to close it out in the 9th. One scary thing for the USA, this is about their only blip so far. They went 1-for-11 with runners in scoring position in this game, which is scary for a team like this. Like, yes, most teams rely on the home run. Like, you're going to need the home run to win ball games, but you have to drive in those runners when you have the opportunity, when you have guys on base. We had a ton of guys on base in this game, and it got very, very scary towards the end. Interesting fact, we hadn't beat Mexico in the World Baseball Classic in 20 years.
What?
We hadn't beat them in 20 years, which we only played them 3 times because every couple of years. We only played them 3 times, but Mexico had won the last 3.
That's crazy.
So the team that had USA's number, we finally beat them. Yeah, we got absolutely destroyed last World Baseball Classic against Mexico. But we're able to get them here. And then, like I said, tonight we play our last pool play game against Italy. Like I said, there still is a chance we actually do not advance. If we lose to Italy tonight and then Mexico beats Italy, that will be a 3-way tie for the top spot. Then the call comes down to run differential.
That's crazy.
Which we scored a lot of runs, but Mexico did beat Brazil 16-0. So they'll have a very, very good run differential there. But I'm expecting us to beat Italy. They're sneaky good. They have a couple very good players on their team.
Jack Caglione
is on that team. They have some, guys that I did not know were Italian that are pretty good. They're 2-0. So we'll have to see tonight.
They're Italian,
Italian, yeah.
I'm Dutch or whatever.
But we'll have to see with that. That starts at 9 tonight. I want to stay up. We'll see. I've been tired of work last couple days, so I don't know if we're going or not. But one game that was really, really, really crazy to watch. I just want to mention this game real quick. So in the first round, the Netherlands played Nicaragua. Nicaragua has never won a World Baseball Classic game in their history. Never won a game. So I'm going to pick this game up in the 8th inning. They're down by 1. The game is tied at 1 in the 8th inning against the Netherlands. Netherlands has been a very good team. They have a couple guys. They have Xander Bogaerts. They have Ozzy Albies. They have Jonathan Scope played for them. Didi Gregorius, if you remember him, was playing for them. So very good team. But Nicaragua scored 2 runs in the 8th inning. So top of the 8th inning, scored 2 runs. Shut them down at the bottom of the 8th. Don't score in the 9th. So go fast forward to the bottom of the 9th. Okay. Bottom of the 9th, Nicaragua is 3 outs away from the first ever World Baseball Classic win. So they get the first 2 guys out. It's like, dude, they're going to do this. They're going to get their first win. And then there's a base hit. You're like, okay, still has a chance. And then Xander Bogaerts comes to the plate, down by 2, guy at first, and hits a little ground ball down the third base line. The third baseman is there. Like, he's there. He's got to make the play. And it hits the third base bag. It goes off the bag, bounds over the third baseman, and it's a double. So it's second and third, 2 outs, with Ozzy Albies coming to the plate. And on the first pitch, Ozzy Albies takes an outside fastball deep. Deep right center field. It clears the wall, and Netherlands beats Nicaragua, crushing their dreams. It was an absolute heartbreaking thing because I feel like everybody was pulling for them to get their win. But to see them lose like that was absolutely crushing. Shout out to them. They did play a good tournament. They played actually pretty well in their first game as well against the Dominican. Kept it close for a while. But shout out to Nicaragua, had a good tournament, but unfortunately wasn't able to get them. I don't think they won a game.
I don't think so.
No, they went 0-4.
Poor Dusty.
They went 0-4. Dusty Baker was their manager. But, yeah, tough thing to see there. But, yeah, that's kind of where we sit right now in the World Baseball Classic. A lot more to talk about next week. This is the quarterfinals were come really, really fun.
Did you see Andres Sartoria throw 4.2 innings of a shutout?
Oh, yeah, the Czechia pitcher.
The Czechia pitcher.
The electrician. Who struck out Shohei Ohtani last
an electrician. He took PTO to come to this tournament, and he had 4.2 innings, 6 hits allowed, but no runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts.
Yeah.
And he struck out Ohtani. Awesome.
Again. Once again.
So cool.
Awesome.
They ended up losing 9-0, but still.
Japan scored all the runs in the 8th inning.
Yeah. But insane. Good for him.
Incredible. Yeah, seeing a guy like that. He made a name for himself last tournament, now he's doing it again, which is so cool.
Come play for the Rays.
You could use him. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's your World Baseball Classic. Guys, tune in. It's so fun. I
So good.
love this tournament.
So
I cannot
good.
wait for the quarterfinals to see, what all goes on. But moving on to our worst thing of the week. We kind of avoided this one when we were talking about the football things. We just have written down the Falcons QB room.
Yeah.
Guys, what are the Falcons? They have Michael Penix and Tua Tagovailoa, and they're going to lose Kirk Cousins, obviously, after getting Tua. How is that a quarterback room? Like, what?
Yeah.
It's kind of sad, too, because I feel like they have a good team.
Yeah.
Like, I really feel like they have a good team.
They're a good quarterback away from a really good team.
Yes.
Yeah. And
I picked them to go to the playoffs last year.
I don't think Tua is the answer. I think this quarterback room is more like a hospital room because Tua can't stay healthy with his mind, his concussions in his leg, and Penix Jr. just had like double surgery on his knees.
Whoa.
Breaking news.
Did you see the ESPN notification?
No, I don't have ESPN.
I just got a breaking news.
Oh.
Ravens back out of trade agreement for Max Crosby.
What?
That is our new worst
Are
thing
they
of the
even
week,
allowed to
guys.
do that?
Well, hang on. What?
Raiders backed out of trade for Max Crosby.
What?
Yeah.
This is breaking news on the pod.
No further details are provided.
Is that... What?
God, let me see.
The Baltimore Ravens have backed out of the trade agreement for Max Crosby. Will have no further comment at this time.
Where's Adam Schefter?
He just posted on Twitter. Ravens backed out of the Max Crosby trade.
That's insane.
What? New worst thing of the week. What are you doing, Ravens?
Clearly, this is in the matter to take pass.
It has to be a physical or something, is it not?
Significantly. I mean, I would assume so. It's not just... So Adam Schefter tweeted out, it's not just players that can change their minds, teams can too. But there is clearly a reason, and Max Crosby still had to take and pass a physical coming off of a significant knee injury. But nothing else has been said.
I guess we'll find out about that.
All right, that's insane.
Wow.
That is insane. So, Max Crosby is still on the market?
I guess. Yeah.
But that's so interesting because they've...
What?
All right, we have two worst things of the week. Yeah, I don't know how to understand that. Let's talk about the Falcons first. I mean,
okay, yeah, the QB room.
QB room first,
okay.
And then change to that. Yeah, I'm really curious. Obviously, Penix Jr. is a young quarterback who could be good, but he's very injury prone. I don't know how that's going to turn out. When he did play, he wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Tua, obviously, now they have two left-handed quarterbacks. Maybe if they put them two together, they'll be good. I hope for the best. I think Tua is a good quarterback when he's healthy, but that's the catch is when he's healthy. Mm-hmm. But, you know, you could also say we kind of saw this with Dak. Dak was unhealthy for several years in a row, but then last year he was really good. So maybe this is the thing with Tua where he has a breakout year. I don't know if he's a good fit for the Falcons.
I don't think he's a good fit for the Falcons because, yes, the Falcons have good pieces like I just said, but Tua is definitely a system quarterback. He needs talent, like good talent around him to be good. He's very accurate, but he's not going to carry you.
Yeah.
Again, it feels the last couple of years for the Falcons, they were one good quarterback, a very good quarterback away from being phenomenal, and they just keep signing guys like this, like Kirk Cousins and Tua, and getting Penix, and like you want to see them either trade away or get rid of their guys, draft somebody, or get somebody good in that room because they are, I believe, a good team with Bijan in that backfield.
Yeah, think of their core: Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and superstar quarterback. That'd be insane. Mm-hmm. But then they go in and pick up Tua.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to get Kyler Murray, but
I thought that'd be better. I think that'd be better than Tua.
It would be. Yeah. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah. Okay. I can't get my mind off of Max Crosby. That's insane. So, what are they going to do now?
Just like we said, like they've been waiting for a game change on the defensive side, and now he's gone.
Yeah. What is going on?
What?
I want to see some breaking news.
I don't think we're probably not gonna get details for a little bit about that one. There's not a lot to say.
Oh no. Well, that's crazy. All right, so let's do a quick segment. Where do you want Max Crosby to go now?
The Washington Commanders.
There you go. But are you willing to trade 2 first-round picks for him?
No. Huh? We need a good defensive pass rusher pretty bad though.
Yeah, you do.
Maybe
the Cowboys will get some balls and trade 2 first for him.
Maybe they will. It'll be crazy. They know what the big thing is now. They know what the trade package is. Like everybody knows what the trade package would be for Max Crosby.
Yeah. If you got 2 first-round picks you want to trade, then go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah, that's insane.
What if the Raiders just bring him back and then they're even better?
Right.
That'd be actually.
Supposedly, it's because of a failed physical.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured. Because usually when something like this happens, that's what it is.
This guy says Max Crosby suffered his injury in something week. When did he suffer it? Where'd you go? Oh, I just lost the tweet. That sucks.
Oh shoot.
I'll find it.
Okay. Find it quick.
Max Crosby suffered his injury in October and played through it and had 10 sacks in 15 games, so I don't think his injury could be that bad. But obviously, it looks like it is.
I can get over that one for a little bit.
That sucks.
I do not remember the last time we had somebody this big move somewhere, then all of a sudden the team backed out of it.
Yeah, there's no way he puts the jersey back on, though. He's not staying in the Raiders.
Huh?
That'd be a whole Giannis situation.
Yeah. That's insane.
Wow. All right, guys, you heard it here first from us. Probably not first from us.
Probably not first, but we heard it first from to you.
So. Shefty.
That's
insane.
That's wild.
That is
insane. I just looked at my phone and was like, what? There's no way. But that's crazy.
I don't have ESPN on. I just have Shefty.
Yeah. Well, give any hot takes. I completely forgot to bring a hot take this week. It's okay.
Hot takes.
It's okay. It's wedding week. It's been crazy.
Guys,
we don't need one this week.
Bear with us.
Guys, bear with us. Sorry about that. It's wedding week. We need your hot takes though, guys.
Please.
Guys,
give us something.
Please.
I'm going to pull up. We need something else to talk about.
Do we?
I don't know, do we?
I don't think we do.
Guys, please watch basketball.
Ben is pleading. What?
Guys, Luka Doncic is in custody battle with his now ex-wife for his daughters. Pray for him. He is a struggling man.
Yeah, that's
us.
All right, we're just rambling here. It's time to get out of here, I think. We had a good pod. Guys, thank you so much for listening. It's a good time of the year for sports. A lot of football going on. Guys, watch World Baseball Classic. It's going to be so good over the next week. Watch basketball. It's going to be so good over the next week. Until next time, until we get to talk to you guys, thank you so much for listening. Peace.
Peace out. W.